You are looking at a machine suspended in empty space, a massive piece of architecture with no visible foundation. The Tau token carries a market cap of roughly $2.5 billion. Investors pour capital into it because they want exposure to the broader artificial intelligence narrative. Yet Tau itself does not generate a single dollar of revenue. It acts strictly as a base currency, a coordination layer, and a staking asset. The actual AI workloads, model training, the inference, the products people use, all of that happens underneath, inside the subnets. This table compares the two distinctly. Left side, the token sits at a massive valuation with zero direct income. Right side, the subnets act as the actual operational businesses. Holding Tau without auditing the subnets is like hoarding a country's fiat currency without checking if its factories actually produce goods. As of right now, there are 129 active subnets operating on the Bittensor network. The emission system dictates that these subnets must produce demonstrable value to attract staked Tau. If they fail to secure that stake, they lose their token emissions entirely. This pressure creates an incentive for emission farming. Subnet operators spin up circular token loops, effectively capturing network rewards without building a product anyone can actually use. This diagram reveals exactly where the capital goes. Out of 129 active networks, the top 10 subnets rapidly capture over 56% of all available emissions. Concentration is extreme. The existential risk for anyone allocating capital here is confusing a closed-loop emission farm with a genuine business that serves real customers. Inside the supposedly free market ecosystem, one operator dominates the rest: Rayon Labs. Rayon Labs currently controls 3 massive subnets: Shoots, Gradients, and 19. One single corporate entity now absorbs an immense, disproportionate share of the decentralized network's total daily computational resources. Combined, this single team captures nearly 24% of the network's entire daily token output. Rayon earns those emissions by shipping products people actually use. The system rewards utility, exactly as designed. But an ecosystem where a single operator controls a quarter of the output severely complicates the decentralized AI marketing pitch. Rayon Labs is a blatant centralization risk, but their operational execution provides the exact blueprint for what a successful subnet should look like. To separate businesses from vaporware, we run them through a strict evaluation matrix. The only metric that matters is third-party verification. We start with subnet 64, Shoots, claiming to process 160 billion tokens daily. That volume is independently verified through OpenRouter. Developers pay for platform access, creating a functioning business model. The catch is their processing volume spiked 30-fold in 2 months, requiring ongoing monitoring to confirm it sustains. Further down the list, SportsSensor reports a 427% profit, and Score announces a $300 million deployment. But external validation fails instantly. SportsSensor's domains are dead, and Score operates with an expired SSL certificate. These operators claim institutional-grade financial performance, yet fail to maintain baseline digital infrastructure. The rule is ironclad: never allocate capital to a subnet that cannot keep its own website online, no matter how aggressive the marketing claims are. You also have to navigate a third category: legitimate technical innovators going through structural transitions. Subnet 3, Templar, fits here. Templar recently completed a 72 billion parameter model pre-train entirely over standard home internet connections. They achieved this using sparse loco, a compression technique that reduces communication overhead by 146 times. Despite that success, the subnet is currently sitting in a 100% burn period. They are completely reformatting their evaluation mechanism, meaning token emissions are shut off. The technology is sound, but the timing dictates the return. Staking into a legitimate project during a transition phase yields absolutely zero. Given the density of dead domains and transition periods at the subnet layer, you have to choose a specific lane for your capital. This matrix outlines the macro behavior of the network. A massive 72.5% of all token holders are hiding in legacy root staking, completely ignoring the subnet layer. Root staking provides a conservative yield, but it actively rejects the core premise of the network. the idea that every holder should act as an active venture capitalist allocating resources. If you move into the active alpha token market, the audit criteria must be ruthless. Demand external API usage, consistent GitHub commits, and revenue that originates outside of the Bittensor ecosystem. That same standard must apply to secondary fundraising platforms like Bitstarter. Never hand capital to an anonymous launchpad without running their featured subnets through that strict audit framework. Applying these filters immediately eliminates 90% of the active network. You will miss speculative short-term hype, but you protect your portfolio from empty emission farms. The math is straightforward. Tao's $2.5 billion valuation relies entirely on the subnets finding product-market fit. Ignore raw compute metrics. Ignore internal token emissions. Search exclusively for external paying customers. This analysis is from Own Your Mind, ownyourmind.ai, an independent research platform covering decentralized AI. No sponsors.